Or, by the way, I do love our plissé for that same reason, because frankly, it does the same thing. It just won't wrinkle. And I have drawers of this stuff that I don't even bother to pretend to fold them. I throw them in there.
No need. That's a really good point. Just kind of roll it up and just throw it in. It's fine. Boy, very, very limited in this one now. If you want the prairie sand, it's going to go first. We're down to a little more than 200 of these left. We just got to it. This is the very first airing. I know there's multiple shows tomorrow. I know we all wait for new, and I just want to make sure you just heard that this is absolutely brand spanking new. The length is 30.5 inches, and it is that polyspan, that amazing matte jersey blend that we just love so much. You just can't get enough. I just put this over top of this unstructured top with one of your these tops underneath. So layer upon layer, it's just comfort, ease of care, ease of wear. Don't forget, we do still have it in black. We bring in more in black because everybody loves black, but we only have 350 in the black at this point, somewhere in between that in the darker chambray. So it's just an exciting day. I mean, this is a chance to add something that just perks you up a little bit. And don't you feel like this could be like everything from office wear to churchgoers to travelers to professionals to, especially in black, really elevated for nighttime, black tie elegance.
And I got news for you. Throw it over a bathing suit.
Hey, now.
I mean,
why not?
Honestly,
yeah.
That is the joy of this fabric. It is great to travel with. It's great to maintain. My mom. It's funny. I was just out in Colorado last week with my mom, and she had on a pair of matte jersey pants. Callie, I think I made them probably over a decade ago.
Wow.
And she goes, the only thing I don't like about these pants, what were you thinking? There were no pockets. So Mom, if you're watching, I will get on HSN when this is over because I forgot I was bringing these in when I was there. Here's your black matte jersey pant with pockets and a great little tunic top that you can really wear long. You can wear it belted. It gives you coverage. You can wear it with everything. And you're right. It goes to desk, to dinner. It's just so easy.
Well, we move on, Marla. I know we're starting our second hour. If anybody just tuned in, this is the only show of the day with the incredible Marla Ginsburg, and we are thrilled that you're loving all the new pieces. Stay with us because we've got some amazing sales on a couple key pieces for this time of the year. Right now, that's coming up shortly, and I'm just going to give you a quick look at it because they're fabulous. These are $29.99, $29.99 down from $79. Coming up in just a few moments, but we move on to some of the matching pieces. We're going to stay within this particular collection with this brand new cardigan and the brand new, we've got both the tanks and the pant still to come. So here we go. We've got the same three colors as in the jacket, this being the prairie sand. We have it in the dark chambray and in the black. Now this, unlike some of the other tops we've had in the show, does not have that dolman style, and it does not have the cap sleeve. This is that classic matte jersey tee that everybody loves, and it is total year round. Obviously, this is the same amazing fabric that doesn't wrinkle, that doesn't crinkle, that doesn't attract pet hair of any kind, and it's so easy to care for. Personally, Marla, I'm a huge fan of that black column and then the pop of color with the jacket, or the opposite as you're seeing here between Carol and Victoria, or the monochromatic look with Miss Kenya.
That in this segment, we were going to talk about ways to dress these things up and different ways to wear it, right? So I literally just threw on a sequin jacket with this. That is how easy it is to mix and match your wardrobe with these pieces once you pick your palette.
You're absolutely right. They're the easy key piece that you can wear day in, day out. This is one piece that you probably will sleep in. I mean, you might sleep in the whole darn outfit and you'd wake up looking fresh in the morning. That sounds crazy, but
Listen,
Marla, how many times have you fell asleep here at the studios because you've only got a couple hours between shows?
You know how much, and you know it's really embarrassing when someone walks in just to check on me and they're hearing, like really, there's no dignity left in my life. Callie, I just took the little tank that you're wearing in a different color, the pants that Kenya's wearing, and threw on literally our occasion sequin jacket I would go to a graduation in this. I would attend a pre-dinner wedding dinner in this. Depending on how fancy schmancy it is, I'd wear this to someone's wedding. And I'm comfortable, and I can wash and wear it, and I can travel with it. And when we talk about the colors and how we work with colors, right? If you're loving the prairie sand, I can help you dress that up.
Ooh.
Right? Think about that. How cool is that? And so here's a little jacket we looked at last time I was here, I think, for my TS. Look at this.
I
How
love
easy
this
it
piece.
is. Like, right? But now let me show you a whole different thing now that Lexi just folded it. Right? You did just fold this, didn't you? Yeah, she's like, oh, God. What she must say, she must go home at night and say, she's driving me crazy. But listen, I throw on a whole, we're talking now about the column, the matte jersey tank with the matching pant. And now, so I've gone from sequins to a little floral, and I know it's shocking to see me in a floral, but I happen to love this. So I just want you to get the idea of how important these head-to-toe columns are in colors that you love.
Absolutely. So we move on. We had the cardigan first. We're talking the tank next, 897-447. Let's build this outfit, finishing it out with the pant, the matte jersey pant in the same three amazing colors, black, prairie sand, and the dark chambray. They're 31 inches. And because this is our first airing of this whole grouping, I need to let you know, a lot of people shop on hsn.com before the live shows, and that's obviously what's happened here. Because if you want that dark chambray you're seeing on Kenya, who is, by the way, a size 18 and in the 1X, there's 310. Literally, that's it. If you want the sand, the prairie sand has been the #1 fastest seller. There's only 320. We have the black, which we bring in most, but there's also only 400 in these. Now, these are the pull-on matte jersey with pockets. I don't know if I mentioned the length. I want to make sure 31 inches. That's what I thought. I mean, this is just a classic. And this is a functioning drawstring, isn't it, Marla?
It is, and what I love about the fact that it's functioning is it goes with my ever-changing waist, which really does go up or down by probably ½ an inch any given week. I also like that it's a self-drawstring, and so I have just dressed up my outfit again because I really want to drive home that you can do. I definitely recommend 3 pieces if you're a traveler. If you are a traveler, you want these 3 pieces. Why? Because as I've been showing you, I can go from a sequin jacket to the little floral jacket I have on now, to the matching jacket that goes with this. This is how to build a wardrobe. And you can see even in this one, we pull through the blues, right? But our blues carry through the whole season. So whether it's a sequin top, the matching top that goes with it, and then the pants, these are what my mom would consider her most comfortable pants, but I've got news for you. She and I have that in common. And when Sid feels they're long enough for her, she traipses around in these as well because they're perfect for the summer. They just float on the skin. They have a cool hand. They're super soft. They don't wrinkle, you know, and they are wrinkle-free, unlike me. And I just really appreciate them for that because I got enough going on for the whole of us. So, you know, it's just a fun thing. And it's also great to have a pair of pants that you can dress up. I just had it on with sequins. And they're a little knit jersey pant.
And I love that sequin jacket, by the way. This is,
do you?
yeah, I do. I love it, especially because the prairie sand is. Okay. I'm also showing everybody, because I'm wearing the jeans with my cardigan that we just featured. Isn't this cute? This is the unstructured top from last hour. And I mean unstructured and sheer chiffon, so it's just light and great. But this is another way to just like incorporate some print into your world. I know Marla it hasn't always been the biggest designer with prints until as of recent, and I think it's been so great. A lot of it is because of your winner's circle and your feedback, the feedback that you get from your very loyal customers over the years. And I think it's amazing how much you listen to your customers and how great it is to see the response with new collections. We have dropped below a 300 in the chambray, the dark chambray. We've dropped below 300 in the prairie sand as well. So we have the extra, extra small through 3X, and with this being so stretchy, I mean, do you see this? I mean, that is just a dream come true. We all kind of fluctuate over the course of the year, and boy, what a treat to not have to put this to the back side of the closet in the small section, or the ones that fit you one year and not anymore. So it's fashions that will last the test of time and just give you all the comfort that you deserve and the high element of style. Let's show you, there it is. On Victoria, just the key pieces. There's a column of color. Pop another coordinating color or not. For the summer, that's a fantastic look.
Head to toe with a singular color column gives you the flexibility to do what I've just been doing here by throwing piece after piece after piece. And we talk about how our collection works together. So I'm back in with the column of blue like you see on Kenya. This will be what, the fourth top I've put on, and I'm just grabbing stuff. It's not like we don't plan these things. I just kind of do whatever comes to mind while I'm on air. And so I wanted to show you how easy it is when you have that column. If you like that monotone coloring, right? Or you don't want to tuck this in, you want more coverage. This is, like you'll see, there's not a wrinkle to the top when I pull it out. So boom. So you are able to just pick your palette and find so many things in the collection that's going to work for you, that's going to mix and match, so that when you travel, you might say, oh, I've got to take my black and white. Well, I've just, with this blue outfit, done 4 or 5 totally different looks, a day look, a dress-up evening look, a night look. So you have so many different ways to go. It's really the ideal way to dress.
Ideal is indeed the case. By the way, a customer appreciation price on these brand new pants as well. So $897,451. Don't forget there's 3 or 4 flex with any choice that you're making. And that means you as an HSN card holder get that extra flex option. If you don't have the card, you can apply for it right now and $15 will be in your account. You can apply that towards anything in your basket. Just go to hsn.com or call that toll-free number to get that card opened. It's a great card to have. We have lots of perks throughout the course of the year, so you definitely will feel as special as you are to us. Oh, I'm excited about this one, Marla. This is the Smooth Operator collection. This has been like gangbusters, this whole category and collection. There's a reason Marla called this the Smooth Operator. We'll talk about that, but look at how darn cute this is. That just little half zip. It's a mock neck, drop shoulder. It's the coolest way to just have that sporty kind of vibe with your outfit and be extremely comfortable and still much more upscale than just athleisure. This is your fantastic chambray. Look at these colors. Light lavender, oh my goodness. Black, I'm getting this, and I'm getting this in the oyster. The oyster is like a kind of a combination of stone and gray and beige and khaki all at once. We will talk a little bit about the pant as well and the skirt as part of the Smooth Operator collection. But Marla, let's start at the beginning with how you designed this. After I tell everybody, I just realized appreciation price. Somebody took $10 off before I even knew about it. So this is a great chance to order something that's been a massive hit.
Well, I was in Colorado last week, the state with the most menopausal weather you've ever been in, because it's hot and then it snows and then you can golf 5 hours later. I mean, it's crazy. So I brought this. I brought the matching pants. I'm wearing the little matte jersey pants that we just talked about with the drawstring. I adore this piece. I wore it on the plane. Why? Because now I'm comfy and I'm warm and I'm covered, because I freeze on planes, right? You can layer under it. This fabrication doesn't wrinkle, super soft. I first really came across this fabrication in a trip years ago to Spain, where they have amazing, amazing fashion. I have to tell you, the colors, the ideas, the talent of the designers, they're really amazing. But it was a fabrication I never considered making clothing in. Then I was in London and saw a brand that, I don't know, charges, I would say 3 times what we do for this exact same fabrication. And I'm not allowed to tell you who these companies are, and it would be impolite. But that brand is here in the United States. A lot of the head-to-toe sort of leisure workout companies carry this exact fabrication. If you price compare, you will find that ours is about a third of the cost of what you're going to find at market. And that's on a normal day, not on a customer appreciation day. So we really, really love this fabrication. We're proud to bring it to you at what I think is a really great price. And I am insane about it because it's comfortable. I can travel with it. It is not something I'm going to wear out on a warm summer day. It's something I'm going to wear, though, when I go up to Denver, when I'm in Colorado in the Rockies in the summer and it gets a little cool at night. I'm going to throw this on. It's going to take me all the way through the fall. I'm going to layer under it in the winter. And here we are in the spring, and it's still cool here in New York in the mornings. And by the way, earlier this week, I had a winter coat on. It was 78 today or something stupid. Wow. Like, I don't know. I just have to ask, Alexis or my Alexa or my Siri every morning, what's the temperature? Because I give up. Like, it changes so fast. But this is a what's fun about this is it's a sporty piece, but it has such a feminine sleeve to it, right? Which I think is so lovely. So we wanted to make sure, even if we were doing something sporty, fun little kangaroo pocket, that we did it in a way that was very feminine and easy. I am a big one for basics. I have, in my dresser, I have one of those 3-6-9 drawer dressers, and 3 of them have matte jersey and plissé in them. And there's 3 of them that have this fabric. I have kept every single piece.
If you could help me, Marla, I would love to try to describe what this fabric feels like, because this is different than anything we have featured so far. It's got, forgive me if you don't like this word, but I feel a sponginess. It's that
it is. No, I hate that word, but you are right. In fact, it does have.
It's cool.
It's got a slightly spongy feeling, but not in a gross kitchen sponge sort of way.
I know.
I immediately think of those sponges that we definitely all.
Oh gosh, no, not that. More of like the sporting goods, or the I think about my son's a surfer, and it's not as thin or stiff as some of those materials. It's soft, and it's really cool. You have to try it.
It's a very special fabric. It's technically within the industry we call it scuba, and it's not at all like something you'd wear with fins and a snorkel. Okay, It is a kind of a weave that's very unique. If you haven't tried it, I'm telling you, whenever you go into the mall next time, walk into any of the big sporting stores where they carry what you love to work out in, et cetera, and you will see it all over the place. $98, $150, $200 for a pair of pants or a little top. It is, and they come in different weights. That's the really important thing to know. I mean, I've made coats out of a heavier version of this. And I've made flowy, actually I'm making, you haven't had them yet, I'm making a flowy pant for a year from now, for January of 26, out of this fabric. I absolutely adore the Smooth Operator.
I know, I do too. I mean, it's $100 retail compare, $30 off right now. And with that being said, I mean, you've got 30 days to try something. It's kind of worthy of your time to just see what the fabric feels like. And what I love, there is a kangaroo pocket. You can't see it. It's not an obvious choice or thing, but thank you, Victoria, for showing that off. She's wearing it with a scuba skirt. So it's a much more upscale version of, the casual, like the zip front hoodie with the hood and the regular, it's so cool. And again, it's all about that Smooth Operator kind of vibe and fabric and feel. So we move on. 889235 is the item number on the half zip top as we move into this piece that coordinates with it. Who would ever think a skirt with a hoodie, but it's so much different than a hoodie, but it totally works. This is your oyster color. Look at this color. I like this beautiful green. It's called the olive gray, and we have it in black. The classic pencil skirt, my all-time favorite skirt, and done in such a cool way. Easy to slip into. Because of the stretch, you don't have to worry about ever outgrowing it. I have plenty of pencil skirts in my closet that in my 20s and 30s were one size, and I'm not that size anymore. But this is one of those stretchy fabrics that can work with that.
Well, you can, and the olive gray, the green, what do we call it? Olive gray, right? That olive gray in that printed top we had earlier, the olive gray was in that, remember? that we showed earlier, the print. So you can pair it with that, right? So many fun ways to do it. A pencil skirt, we all know I'm not a dress person, I'm not a skirt person. There is one skirt in my closet. There's one dress in my closet. It's one of our balloon dresses from like the year one. And there's a pencil skirt, like for an emergency skirt situation. But if you are a skirt person or a dress person, this is such a comfortable skirt. You will love it. And I love the way it's styled on Victoria, because she's actually got an extremely sporty little top. We're wearing the same top, same color in the oyster, and yet put together, that is such a striking silhouette. Normally you think of a pencil skirt with a blazer or a little top, and it's like so predictable. We decided to do this scuba knit midi for you. It is smoothing, it looks so beautiful, and if you enjoy the look and the feel of wearing matching and related separates, and you want a skirt to go into your wardrobe, I love the idea of something so casual with something so slimming and elegant.
Agreed. And here we go with Kenya joining Victoria now. Victoria on the left is size small, top and bottom. Kenya on the right with a different top. The jacket that we featured earlier, it's that beautiful chiffon blazer, on sale, by the way. And this exact same pencil skirt in this different fabrication. It's a poly rayon span blend, a machine wash, dry flat on the skirt, and the top that you're seeing on both of the girls, quite frankly, and the length being 28 inches. I hope you noticed, I'm sure you did, on Victoria's beautiful body and sexy legs, that beautiful slit on the backside. I mean, it is as classic as a pencil skirt could be, except so much better because of that fabulous stretch. It is so comfortable. Pull-on style, no side zip, no back zip. It's just gonna celebrate you and your curves where they are.
And the stretching, the stretchability, is stretchability a word? I actually don't think it is. But
I like it.
Stretchiness,
works for me.
stretchability, I don't know. Anyway, it has such, well, here I've got it in the top. You can see it's got so stretchy. I happen to love the head to toe look. Kenny's got it on with our chiffon. If you are a skirt girl, if you want a skirt that you can wear to the office, wear to church, or your place of worship, anywhere you need to go, you want to go out to dinner, you're not sure, what are people wearing? Are they going to be casual or dressy? A pencil skirt styled correctly is your perfect compromise. My dilemma is always, and this is so ridiculous, and anyone who's ever worked with me knows this is true, I suffer when I go to pack a suitcase to travel, because I don't want to take a lot, but I don't know what people are going to be wearing, and I want to fit in, and I don't want to, you always want to, I want to fit in, and so I'm always thinking about what to pack. What am I going to take? That kind of a skirt, for those of you who travel a lot and you're not sure what to wear, you can't go wrong with that piece to dress it up or dress it down.
Yeah, no, it's the truth. Very limited in the black, which is not usual because we bring in most in black. We have 150 left here. We have about 200 left in the oyster, and we have a little bit more than that, like 250 in the olive gray. Extra, extra small through 3X. Girls are wearing their regular size, Victoria small, and then Kenya 1X in the size 18. So stay on the line for this, 889-251. We have such a big surprise for you when we come back from this tiny little break. Remember those pants I just showed you? They're like $80 pant or $70 pant. They're marked down to $29. And they're coming up next. It was a huge hit last hour. We've cleared out the line, so we're waiting for you to join us right after this.
Spend the day embracing all things stylishly bright and breezy for summer. Don't miss our 24-hour Summer Style Sneak Peek event. Starts tomorrow.
Be the first to know when your favorite brands and celebrities will be on HSN. Submit your email for when to watch directly at the bottom of an hsn.com product page. You'll receive email notification every time your favorite brands will be live on HSN.
HSN Plus has more live channels. Welcome, my friends. More ways to shop. More of this.
I'm here to collect my $25 gift card.
HSN Plus has more of what you love, all in one place.
This is amazing.
All for free.
You're the best.
Watch and shop what's happening now, or catch up on what you might have missed.
Let's have some fun. Come on in.
Okay, you're bringing in the base.
See what all the plus is about. Watch free everywhere you stream.
This Customer Appreciation Month, we are throwing a special weekend-long party just for you.
The gang's all here, and we're bringing our best brands,
appreciation price deals,
gratitude-filled savings,
and super special surprises.
Join us for the final appreciation celebration weekend of the month this weekend.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. So glad you're with us. Welcome back. I'm Callie Northagen. We have our only show of the day with Marla Ginsburg with our MarlaWynne fashion brand at HSN. And boy, this is a rare day. You are so watching at the right time. Marla's line is not our most affordable. It's not the most inexpensive, but it is the best of the best. And so to get a sale of any kind on any of her fabrics or fashions is incredible, but this is amazing. This is a major $50 savings on a classic drapey twill front pleat, fantastic pant with pockets, by the way. There's 2 prints. Now, I do need to know and let you know and give you fair warning. We did this last hour, we offered this last hour, and it was a massive hit. Over 1,200 of you picked it up. At $29.99, you're welcome to as many as you would like, and I highly recommend do it before you don't have the option anymore. I'm gonna give you some updates here, okay? So the almond print right here, we're down to 550. If you love the lichen, this is that beautiful kind of a seafoamy green, we only have this like 675 left. The most limited is this one. We are down to 275 in the orchid. I'm so sad about this, but that's how it goes. We have it in the cloud, the all over cloud, that beautiful, almost white, but just one nod off of white. We've got about 1,500 left here, and the same with the black, which we have the most in these 2 classic colors. So first come, first serve. Marla is joining us on Skype this afternoon from New York to talk about this. The craziness of this price is my job, but the craziness of the design and the awesomeness of the design is yours. And so welcome back, Marla. Did you hear 1,200 of these went last hour?
Well, I think that's because I shared my pizza. I literally, at the top of the last hour, ladies, if you weren't with us, Lexi and I had a late lunch, and I'm looking at the price of these pants, and I said, Lexi, I think that these pants cost more than our pizza, or less than our pizza. The pizza was more, the pizza cost more than, yeah. The pizza was more, we tipped nicely, but it was more money than these pants. And I just had to laugh when we have a great sale like this. This is not just customer appreciation. This is me appreciating, because when I want something extra, I have to go on to HSN and buy it like everybody else. And you always know that when I have something that we had earlier in the season or last year, and I still have it in here, you know I love it. I love these pants. I love them. I love them. I love them. I love the drapey twill. I like the fact that once you get them out of the bag, I will tell you, when I first got them and they came out of the bag, we steamed them. After that, these were balled up. There's this thing over there in the corner that you can't see good because it's a mess. And I had these balled up under a bunch of clothes, and they took nothing. You just pulled them out as if I'd pulled them out of my suitcase. And look at the almond on Carol, how beautiful it looks, with the matching almond chiffon blazer and the little top that we're going to talk about. This is about pick your palette, because when you do, you are going to be able to mix and match throughout the year with us.
I'm telling you, this is such an amazing look. That jacket is coming up and available. Another huge savings on that jacket. So the pant and the jacket that Carol's wearing, you could get both pieces for just the price of this pant, actually less than the regular price of the pant. That's why this is such a moment. This does not happen very often. Now we're showing you both of the 2 prints. There's an almond and cloud or the black and the cloud. They do have pockets. They do have a really cool, like it's a stationary little tie at the front, fully elasticized at the back. And I didn't mention this, but I want to tell you there's 3 different lengths. Here comes Victoria in the most limited color, that gorgeous orchid. The 3 lengths being 27 inches for the petite, 30 for average, 30 33 in the tall, and we have these in extra, extra small through 3X, and they're machine wash, dry, flat. So no special care. They don't wrinkle. They are so fantastic. I just love the look of these pants and the fact that you were able to add the pockets without, you can't discern any pocket here whatsoever.
They don't add any bulk. You know, it's funny because I was looking on them, the pant on Victoria, and I'm guaranteeing you, Victoria's in a regular. So if you aren't you are you Victoria in a regular?
Yes, she is in a regular.
Yes.
She's in a small regular.
But I wanted to point that out.
She's 5'11".
Because if you like a more cropped pant, by the way, and you're tall, you can just order the regular. And if you're regular height and you want more of a cropped pant for the summer, order the petite. I own these in both the regular and the tall. I'm wearing the tall right now. They break and sort of cover my shoe, but they have that kind of easy, sloppy, I want to just, I don't know, easy, comfy look. I also kept them in the regular because that's how much, and aren't you surprised that I love a print so much?
I'm so glad. I mean, it's such a perfect example of somebody like you who, you know, for many years you would not break and you were like, I'm a solid girl, that's just all I wear. But you look fabulous in a print, and I like it on the bottom.
Yeah, well, it took me a while. It took Sydney and Lexi working on me a bit. You know, it's interesting because we think we know what we like. We think we know what looks good on us, and we certainly know what we're comfortable in. But one of the things that I have found as I've gotten older is that I look for inspiration actually at my daughter, at Lexi, who's my daughter Sydney, Lexi, who's my assistant. Why? Why do I look at them? Because they see the world differently than I do, and they add little touches to my wardrobe and to my taste that I wouldn't have thought of, because I have been in such a lane most of my life, and I think most of us are. You're either very conservative or you like to mix prints, so I just love looking at other people and learning from them. So if you think I'm an expert, I am constantly looking at the world and letting it inform me of new ideas. And for me, wearing a printed pant is a huge new idea, and I love them.
I do too, and so does everybody else. The almond print that Carol is joining us wearing on the left of your screen is very, very popular. That print we're down to, I think, a little bit more than 500 in the almond. In the orchid center of your screen, 250 remain. If you want the other solid in a lichen color, which is this really cool seafoam, again, I'm just giving you a heads up here because this has been wildly, massively popular. 650 left in this choice. I'm going to turn this around so I can show everybody. This is a pull-on style. It's as comfortable as it could be. Look at the stretch. It has got the flat banding on the front, so it's really clean and classic. And then that's just it's like considered, what would you call this, like a half pleat?
They're little inverted pleats. They're not a huge pleat, but they're just a lovely little addition. Now I want to go back to the orchid because we've been talking about picking your palette. So this is a little top that we have in that ties back so perfectly to those orchid pants. And this season, we've got an orchid little sleeveless shell, and we've got a V-neck tank. All of these pieces, not on sale, sorry, but really beautiful. Imagine those with the orchid pant. What a great way to take advantage of something that's on sale and some pieces that aren't, but with the savings you're getting there, you can pick up a really fun new seasonal piece or great topper to go with it. And that is the secret to, thank you so much for that. Our Wynn Layers 2-pack micro rib tee and tank set. Really a wonderful little buy. But all of these colors, when I tell you, they go from season to season, year to year. Last year, I brought in a teeny tiny bit of orchid, and that was our biggest seller. So I'm not stupid. I thought, let's put some orchid color stories on and see what the Winner's Circle has to say about it. They just blew up. So we said, okay, you know what? We're going to bring orchid in this year. So anything that you buy in our orchid that's on clearance is going to carry right through into now.
And let me show you something else that's on clearance. And by the way, I should remind everybody, clearance pricing does not mean all sales final. like it does in a lot of retail stores, it still means you get that 30 days to try something on, see what you think. If you don't love it, you can send it back, full money back guarantee. That is how we play. That's not how others play. We like to play with you in the sandbox. $29.99 down from $79.99 on this pant that is blowing up the line. $1,600 now spoken for. This is the first day that we've marked these down dramatically, and you will love them. Most of you, I'm told, are getting more than one. Maybe you're getting the almond print or the black cloud print, and then a solid. It's completely up to you. You're not limited to just one. You get two and still not even get to the price of what one is on a regular day. But we do also have the jacket you're seeing on all three of the girls. Carol's in the almond, Victoria's in the cloud, Kenya's in the black, and the jacket. It's a sheer chiffon jacket coming up on a major sale as well, down from $100 to $39.99. So this is an amazing day to get the whole head to toe look. If that's what you're looking for, this is the day to do it. If you're going monochromatic, look at how the colors are just perfect together.
I love that together. Look how beautiful that is.
Right?
Isn't that is so delicious to wear to, you know, if I was the mother of a bride or groom this season, that is such a gorgeous look to wear to, because, you know, weddings are no longer, please come to our wedding, it's Saturday night. It's the brunch and the thing and the that, and it's never in the city you live in, you gotta fly. And there's a million events. That orchid head to toe for one of the brunches or for a graduation, or imagine just the birthday party of a friend or one of your children or one of your grandchildren. It is the perfect in-between, not too dressy, not super casual, but put together like that. It is an exquisite summer suit, and I guarantee you, you'll be the only one wearing it unless you and your girlfriends all shop HSN together.
Right.
Then you're, sorry, oops. But I looked at that orchid, the way you pulled it out, and it's gorgeous.
It really is. The orchid is dangerously close to selling out. So overall, I should point out that this, the jacket I just showed you from last hour on sale at $39.99, I don't think we have enough to even put into this show. I'll check with my producer, Pat, because it was that popular. We have a few more in the pant, but at this point, less than 200 in the orchid. Less than 200, which starts with the extra, extra small through 3X. It's been incredibly popular. Such a pretty spring color. I mean, post-Easter, Mother's Day, all of the beautiful pastels that are so prevalent right now, even in nature and in our gardens. Just giving you updates here. If you want this in the almond print, we have less than 450. 450. Marla, let's talk a little bit about this print because it's such a cool, like an abstract botanical almost.
It's, for me, I call them silhouette prints because really you're just getting the feeling of the foliage. So it's not a real printy print, but it does have this sort of botanical feeling to it, but blown up. I mean, these are large leaves, right? And it's funny because when we were developing this print, I remember they brought it to me and like, here's small, and it was a very busy print, right? When it was small, and then we blew it up and blew it up. We blew it up even more than this, and I was like, whoa, that's too far. So I think we found the perfect balance because it's a print, but I'm not sick of it. And keep in mind, for you all, I mean, I started designing these pants 2 years ago. Then we brought them out. Now we've brought them to you on sale. So I've lived with them. This will be my 3rd year of this print in my life and in my head. And I'm not sick of it because it is a little abstract and it's unpredictable, but it's got a kind of sophistication and elegance that I just love. And it's modern. It doesn't feel like an old-fashioned, very sort of twee little print, you know?
Agreed. It's very fresh. It's very unique. We are super busy right now, as you can well imagine. I mean, this is a mass $50 markdown. $50 off, and you are getting truly something that you will love the way they feel on you because they are stretchy on the backside. And then just that soft openness of that pleat, giving you just a slight bit of drama. I just love how it opens up. The fabric is so pretty. This is a polyspan blend. You can machine wash this, dry it flat. And I want to remind you, we have 3 different lengths on this, which is such a treat. If you're petite, there's a 27-inch length. Average is 30 inches in this and then 33 inches in the tall. So the two colors that are gonna be gone before you know it, less than 200 left in the orchid. If you want this in the lichen, there's less than 600. You can see almost 2,000 spoken for. The black and almond, fantastic. We have a few more. Well, there's only 900 left in that one. This one is almost gone. Less than 400 left in the almond and the cloud. We've got the classic in the all white, or cloud is what the color is called in this collection. And we have it in black. We have a little bit more than both in both of these colors because they are the most, popular choice across the board. I just think it's amazing what the girls look like in this outfit. There's a whole outfitting to this grouping, and they're both on sale in a big way. So Marla, what a day. This is your only show today. I know you've got a few more shows tomorrow, but I cannot promise this will be there for the shows tomorrow.
Well, it's so much fun to see this coming to you and seeing how people are going nuts for it, because I do feel like this is an exceptional value. I know what's coming out this spring. I know what we have. The value on this is incredible. And as I said, my pizza, I got, and it was a small pizza. It was more than these pants, and I'm just like, this is so great for a time when we really want to say to our customers, we appreciate you, and we do. It's so funny. I was talking to someone today who I was interviewing, and we were talking about what's important to me. And I said to her, you may think you work for me, but you don't. You work for her. And what I mean by her is I mean you. Because honestly, everything we do, if we succeed or we fail, we have earned our business one back at a time, one pair of pants at a time over these past 15 years. So if you do have input for us or you do have questions for us, we can't always get back to you right away. We're a very small team, but we will get back to you. You can write us at info@marlawynne.com. You can also write us on Facebook, join our Winner's Circle. We really do want to hear from you, and you don't have to write to say, oh, I loved it. You can write me and say, ugh, this is not what I liked. But these, when you get these home, you're going to say, these are comfortable. They fulfilled the promise of quality. They'd be easy to take care of. The elastic in the back gives you all the room you need. I think you'll come back for more.
That is so cool, Marla. I love hearing you say that. I have to think that you've developed some thick skin over the years, because it can't be easy to listen to criticism, but I know you take it seriously and you adjust accordingly, and that's an amazing thing to hear you say. Thank you so much for clarifying or putting that out there. My job now is to move us from the pant into the coordinating piece, which is that fabulous chiffon blazer. Fabulous. I love, love, love this. Unfortunately, we have so few of these left to go around. If you got the almond, just consider, this is a $100 chiffon jacket, marked down to $39.99. $39.99. This is the almond color. These are our final quantities. Here's the cloud, and then we have it in black. And you saw each one of our girls showcasing this look, head to toe. First come, first serve, our final quantities, a couple dozen in each choice. So 864-641. We have 2 minutes on the clock, Marla, because it's almost completely sold out.
Well, one of the things that I want you to notice on Carol, we have doubled the chiffon going down the front into the pocketing. You may have noticed that. Why did we do that? Well, chiffon's super lightweight. It's like tissue, right? And if you don't ground this fabric, it flies away. Now, that kind of flowy spirit using chiffon can be beautiful, like in an unstructured shirt like the one you're wearing, Callie. But that's not what I wanted for this piece. What I wanted was to give you coverage, give you what I like to call a hot summer day suiting, where you do need some coverage. Anywhere you go inside Florida, the worst, because it is hotter than Hades when you step outside. And then the buildings are pumping through something. Actually, you may need a sweater, but I really always want some coverage in the summer, because it gets cold if I'm grabbing a cab or I get in, there's just different, you walk into a building. But I wanted to give you a structured look, a suited look, something that would be special that you don't have. You have blazers. You don't have a chiffon blazer. So we constructed these with such care as to how to anchor the fabric, give it that structure that you need in the front, and finish it off beautifully so that you had all the benefits. Why do we wear a blazer? There's a sophistication to it, sort of a traditional elegance to it. There's something really fun about taking that traditional article of clothing and putting it in chiffon. But when you do it, it's not just about, oh, let's put it in chiffon. It's about where to fold back, where to use fusing, which is something we put in the collar, and we put in that front placket, again, to give it some shape and grounding, and yet something you can take care of at home. So a lot of thought goes into something that you might look at and think, oh, yeah, it's a blazer. What's the big deal? Shut up, Marla. Actually, a lot of work go into each of these pieces to try and give you the very best quality we can at the very best prices we can.
Well, unfortunately, I need to share that the black is officially spoken for. The almond, we are down to 4 dozen. Cloud, 5 dozen. The black is gone. Sorry about that. That's just the way it happens. So when you tune in and see a steal of a deal like this, jump, grab it, put it in your basket and check out, because it will. It's worth your being quick with making your purchases on sale moments like this. 864-641 is the item number. Just quickly want to talk about the other pieces that the girls are wearing. The chiffon blazer jacket is fantastic, and so are some of the coordinating pieces to, with a sheer jacket, you want to have something that's going to work. But there's another jacket, very similar, but it's more of the utility style that we're looking at right here, 897-425. And this too marked down from $120 to $89.95 is an appreciation price. Item for you, as I mentioned, but we want to share the colors. There's the almond, there's the cloud, there's the darker chambray. We have it in black, and we have it in the lichen. So, Marla, similar because of the chiffon aspect, but you added that cool little, you can see the drawstring belt, you can see the functioning pockets. It's got some really cool details from a utilities perspective, but what a juxtaposition with something sheer and so feminine.
I do this every summer, right? So those of you who are getting the blazer, do you see how lucky you are? These pieces take so much work. And I did do a safari jacket, and I want to tell you what we did with this one that I love. So first of all, there's some beautiful detailing here. Right? The pockets are great and nice and deep, but I want you to take special notice, Cal. Oops, I've got my cuff on wrong. Let me fix it. Look how beautiful this cuff is. Right? So these are functioning snaps. Really cool little detail. I had this on the other day. Where was I going? I wore this jacket out and thankfully didn't spill anything on it like I did my white blazer. You can also zip this up, and we don't use plastic zippers. I like real hardware when I do the chiffon. Why? Because I love this juxtaposition of things that are very, very soft and flowy and things that have some real guts to them. So you can adjust the waist on this wherever you want it to be. It's comfy, it's easy. It's another way of going. This isn't your office jacket, right? That's the blazer. But this is your, I'm just cool. Whenever I put one of these chiffon things on, it's kind of like, I'm just cool. And in my closet, I will tell you, there is one of every chiffon jacket we've ever made, including the first one we ever did, which was the jean jacket, because they really make me feel so good in the summer. They're so easy for me to wear, Cal. And I've always got that third layer, which I feel naked if I don't have a third layer on. And it's probably stupid, but all those years living in Paris, it was all about white T-shirt, tasteful little pearls, and a blazer, and a great fitting pair of jeans. That was my uniform. Well, and I don't know how to go without a third piece.
Well, and especially like in the summer, it gets tricky because you're like, I like the third layer, but it's hot, it's warm, I don't need it. But really for a style aspect, it's so fabulous. I know this cloud color has been wildly popular. Everyone's all over this right now. We are super busy. Everybody's like, what? That's the one I've been wanting. The utility jacket that's done in chiffon. You can still easy care for it. These are, by the way, functioning pockets. No, they're not, are they? They couldn't be, or
yes,
they
yes,
are?
No,
oh,
yes.
They're sewn closed.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because this is the way you do it. This is the way Marla rolls. And you guys, look at even the hardware. These are functioning snaps. Look at the cool zippers you mentioned. The cool snap right here. That's even functional if you'd like to, create a different kind of style aspect. Let me remind you, here's cloud. We have it in the dark chambray, the almond, the black, and then I want to show you the lichen before we move on. You were going to say, Marla?
So I just had a pocket moment. You just lift up the flap.
Okay.
And sure enough, there is a pocket there. Gently and carefully, you'll want to open that up, because if we don't do that, when you get your pockets after they're being packed for a while, they look like gaping mouths. So when you get good clothes, you're going to find those pockets will always be closed when you see them.
There you go. 897-425 is the item number. If you're just tuning in, we've only got 10 more minutes with Marla today. We'll see her tomorrow for a couple airings. I can't guarantee you're going to see the incredible markdowns that we had in the show today. This being the main one, the front pleat pant. Well over 2,000 of you have picked this up. We are down to our, I think the lichen and the orchid might be gone, but I check and see. We do have the almond cloud, black cloud print, as you see here, and there is that top. That's that dolman sleeve, cap sleeve top. That's a nice pairing for you as well. And of course that jacket, either one of the utility chiffon or the chiffon blazer are fabulous with this, and great sale prices and customer appreciation prices for you. There's a quick look at all the great colors. The item to order is 858769. I say that just because I know we're super busy, and if you are on hold, the best thing to do is either use the QR code, as you hear us say a lot, but it's true, and drop it in your basket, check out, come back to get the other pieces, because things are selling that quickly with the MarlaWynne collection today. This is another dolman sleeve cap, almost like a cap, beautiful, like perfect drop to the sleeve here in the fantastic woven crepe fabric. This is a poly and it's machine wash dry flat. An extra small through 3X. Here's the orchid. This has been an incredibly popular color today. The cloud can never have enough of either a black or a white under top. This one is so pretty too, the lichen. And then of course we have it in the black. So we're down to our final 4 colors here, 897438. So Marla, a key piece, and the coverage of the upper arm and underneath the arm right here in the armpit area, perfection.
And I want you to know, if you go onto hsn.com, we have matching crepe pants. So you can get that beautiful head to toe look. They're really a beautiful pocket, lots of detailing. So there you go. If you want to look like Carol, although I'll never have her hair, I can do that sort of elegant head to toe, starting with this piece. Again, it's all about the column, right? What is the column you're going to wear? So we always like to give you a column. So if, to go back to this woven crepe dolman sleeve cap piece, you want to have that head to toe column, we've done that for you. I think that your basics are the most important thing in your wardrobe. You don't need to have a ton of them. I do believe in buy less, but buy better, buy better, buy less. Why? Because if you buy good things, they will last. They will hold up in the wash. They will drape on you more beautifully. And your column is, think of it like the foundation on a house. You know, if you have a crumbling foundation, you can have the most gorgeous kitchen. You just redid your bathroom. But if that foundation's going, you are in trouble. Your column is that foundation that makes everything look so beautiful and put together. I think Kenya's wearing our smooth operator pencil skirt. Again, a great foundational piece. When those foundations are good and you have nice pieces to build your column, now it's, does she want to wear a chiffon jacket? Does she want to wear a sweater knit cardigan? Does she want to wear a sequin jacket? With the foundation that you're seeing, that column that Kenya's wearing, she can go from day to night, from super dressy to take off the belt and put on a pair of tennis shoes and a cap. I mean, that's the way we dress today. That is modern dressing. High, low, mixing it up. A little nothing shirt with something very fancy. Something, you know, the ease and comfort. Our lives are unpredictable. They're crazy. I'm always running, doing, plans change, you go. I don't want to have to think about what I'm going to wear. I want to know I've got that great column. And my biggest problem is to decide what are the 4 or 5 things that I can put over that column to put in my suitcase.
That is so me.
That's the biggest problem.
That is
you know?
that is so me. It just makes dressing easier to me. I don't know. It's just been my thing. Maybe it's because I don't think it's because I'm lazy. I just think it because it works. And it makes every day just that much less stressful to figure out what to wear.
You're a good packer, though. I have seen your suitcase.
I am.
And because we visited in other cities together.
Not countries yet, but.
Really yeah, not yet. But you are a light packer, and you did it even in the winter. I was shocked. You showed up with nothing.
I know.
It was
I was lucky. I did ship some of my warmer clothes out to Alice before we got out there to ski, but then I bring my basics. I just like having everything with me. I really am. I'm going to Spain in June with my friend Paul, and I'm bringing a carry-on for 12 days.
Who I adore. When are you going?
June 19th, his birthday.
I have a friend with a place and it's empty, and I'm thinking of going. So let me have your dates, and maybe I'll meet you there.
Okay, June 9th
a free place in Madrid. Like, how can I not do this?
I'll text you the dates. I know we leave the 19th, and I think we come back the end of the month.
Doesn't America love to listen to Callie and I do our travel plans? She's a better packer than me, though. I have to say you are.
Thank you. I am pretty good at packing. Tracy's the one that taught me how to just bring as little as you can, and wash things, and maybe buy a thing or two while you're on a trip. But in either case, a lot of the things we've talked about in the show today, Marla, has been very easy to pack, like very wrinkle-free, very easy to be able to, everything easy to care for. Oh my, this cloud is such a good color. Marla, explain the cloud to everybody, because it's not white and it's not like off-white.
Well, it is almost an optic white, Callie. It's just that I use an optic white, a pure white, in my white poplin. And that's it. Our cloud is almost an optic white, a pure white, meaning it doesn't have gray in it. It doesn't have yellow in it. It really is almost a pure white, but just a tad softer, a little bit easier. It's got a little warmth to it, I think. But we call it cloud so that we can distinguish it from our white poplin. But it's as white as we go tonally in our collection. And then through the year, we use other different fabrications.
I think it's cool the way you can see the cap sleeve underneath your sheer jacket. That being, this is what Marla's wearing. And yeah, this is what Marla's wearing right here. So this is the Dolman's sleeve crew neck tee, item 897438. This we just featured. This is another, I think it was $30 savings on this particular utility chiffon jacket. What a cool way to dress. There's other colors if you want. There's cloud, and there's almond black, there's a dark chambray, and then the lichen. As a matter of fact, we've got a lot of the same choices here. The lichen color right here. I know our time is almost up for this show. I remind you, this is our only show of the day with Marla. She'll be here periodically throughout tomorrow. I won't be with her. So I just have really, as always, have had a great time shopping with you and with Marla and celebrating customer appreciation. Oh, thanks, guys. My control room guys are so great. This is that item for the chiffon utility jacket. That's a $30 savings on that jacket. If you like what Marla's been wearing, this is the one, 897425. With that being said, I know we just have a couple reminders. These prices, the customer appreciation prices, of course, are through the month. This is April. We celebrate you every April. Have for almost 50 years here at HSN. And other sale and clearance prices have just been because we just wanted to treat you to some fantastic things, like that $29 pant with, I think, $2,500 now spoken for. Let's see, here it is. I want to remind you, here it is. In fact, here's the cloud. The cloud, oh, is that a dream combo right there? Oh, I love this. This is on sale at $29.95. We'll show that price to you on the screen in a moment. If you wanted to pair it with this whole outfit, $90, yeah, it's at $90. Adding any one of these extra toppers or the pieces that we mentioned for layering in the summer. Amazing to have a MarlaWynne head-to-toe look for around $100. A lot of times one piece, this piece alone is $120. This is 858-769, $29.99 for this incredible pant. So Marla, thank you so much. I, as you know, always enjoy our time together.
Love you. Give my love to Tracy. I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a nice evening.
Thank you, sweetheart. You too. I appreciate you very much. Say hi to Lexi and to Walter. That's Marla's dog. If you she's still listening. If you just tuned in, please look at this show in review. You can go to our programming guide and take a look from 3 to 5 p.m. and see everything that we featured. Because when things are on sale and clearance price like we have had today, things don't last long. You still have dibs on a couple of them. And a quick reminder as well, clearance price does not mean all sales final. You still have a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee to get things delivered, to try them on, decide to keep or not. We do free exchanges. You can look in your package for information on that as well. But I will see you tomorrow. I will be here with you at 6 p.m. Eastern. It's G, Gotta See G with Juliana tomorrow night at 6 p.m. I sign off for now, but send thanks to my dear friend with our, oh my gosh, Tweaked has been incredibly popular today. She's got a look at it this day only coming up with Tweaked. We'll see you tomorrow.
Well, I'm excited you're watching HSN. We're live here. My name is Helen Keeney. We have a show with Tweaked by Nature. I know perhaps you heard that the Today Special sold out at midnight, which it's sold out very early in the morning before we even came back live. So what we've done is we've put in a lot of this day onlys.